Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. I'm going to do a quick video, show you what we are pressure canning this morning. Well, actually what we had started doing last night. And we did 7 quarts of pinto beans. And actually pinto beans are easier to pressure can than they are to just boil. It takes about 2 hours to do these pressure canned, and boiling it takes 5 or 6. I want to show you my mistake here. This is 4 pounds of beans. It didn't look like it was enough, so I got 2 more pounds. So I had a total of 6 pounds of beans. Now I want to tell you something about beans. They swell. Good God. I was up till 10:30 last night doing the first batch, and we're doing the second batch now. One of the things, I always go through, pick out the bad beans. Sometimes you'll find a rock. After you pick them all through, wash them really good, let them soak. We are using the U.S. Department of Agriculture's recommended settings for canning. So for the quarts, we did 90 minutes at 11 pounds for my altitude, and it came out beautiful. They are really nice, and they're already cooked, and they are shelf stable for years. Now the second batches, we're doing these in pint jars, and these are going to be ranchero beans. I'll show you what we're doing. We're putting in some garlic, some onion, a few of them we're going to be putting in a couple of jalapenos, some okra, and then some rotel, tomato. Also a little bit of sea salt and some adobo. That is what is going into our ranchero beans. And like I said, I'm going to mark a couple of them as really hot ones, and we're going to see how they come out. So okay, guys, here's the website. It's the National Center for Home Food Preservation. You can find it by going to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, and they should have a link there. But I'm going to scroll down here and show you what it is telling us for we're doing the hot packing and the pints and the quarts. Like I said, down here, 90 minutes for the quarts, 75 minutes for the pints at 11 pounds. Now I want to show you, pay attention to that. 5 pounds is needed for 7 quarts. They lied because I got a buttload more than I needed, but it's okay. It will all get eaten, and more to come, guys. Okay, guys, now we're back. I want to show you one of the things you may have noticed that we're using a lot of the stuff that we have been dehydrating all through the summer and the fall. We're using jalapenos. Those are our jalapenos, onions, red and white onions, a little bit of okra. That's some of our okra as well, and garlic. It's some of our garlic. All this is dried in the Excalibur dehydrator, and it's going to go in the jar. I'm putting them in the bottom first because that way the beans will kind of hold them down and the liquid will go on top of them, and they will rehydrate in the bottom, and it should do absolutely fine. These are going to be the hot ones, so that's why I'm putting a little bit of okra in there so I can see which ones are going to be hot. 2 scoops of beans, fill it up with water, and then a dab of rotel on the top of it. Alright guys, that is the last one, so we're going to do 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 pints. These are the hot ranchero beans, and these are the mild. We'll see how they work out, and now we're going to put the lid on it. We're going to let the air valve come up. We're going to let it vent steam for 10 minutes, a good rolling boil, and then we're going to time it. And at the end of that timer, we will put the weight on. Once we do that, we will start watching the dial to make sure that it's going to come up to 11 pounds. I'll go ahead and do that now. There it is. More to come. Alright guys, now we are finished. 6 pounds. I had no idea that beans swell like that. They grow. 7 quarts of pintos, And then we did a dozen pints of the ranchero beans with and the hot ranchero beans. The hot ones have added jalapenos to them. The rancheros just have rotel, garlic, onion, and I think that's about it. So it worked out really good. You can see one of the cans or two of the cans did not seal to where I thought they would seal. They would probably have been okay, but we're going to go ahead and eat those for lunch. And I got to say, just the regular ranchero beans are really good. Need a little bit more salt. I only put like a half of a teaspoon of salt in the pints. Really good. Got a good flavor. So this is a success. It was a long day, evening doing this, and then getting up and doing it again. But I think it was worth it. Absolutely. In 3 days, probably going to do another 4 pounds of something. But in just a second, guys, we're going to wrap everything up. You'll see a picture of my ugly mug over here, as well as my beautiful wife on the opposite side. There's going to be some videos if we're indeed your brand of wacky. Take care of you people.